Hello there ladies and gentlemen, I am the Spiffing Brit, and today have I got a very exciting video for you. We're looking at the brand new Holy Fury DLC for Crusader Kings 2, which adds probably around 4,000% more crusading. And yes, it is going to be glorious. In today's episode, we're going to have 1,000 years of Crusader Kings. But not just any Crusader Kings, this is a random shattered world. One of the brand new features of the mod, you can shatter the world, but most importantly, I've set it so that the Aztec invasion can happen whenever, the Mongol invasion can happen whenever, but even better, there will be 12 great conquerors in this game. Can you spot them? Well, I certainly think you will. Anyway, let's get ready, let's see who's going to win, and let's dive straight into this game. Okay, there are some things which need to be addressed. Firstly, just what are these great conquerors? Well, these are people who have an immense overpowered ability behind them. They're going to be able to do something incredible. It's basically like having 12 Genghis Khans spread randomly around the world. We don't know who these 12 characters are. Oh, the Mongolian Invasion has begun. That's quite early indeed. That was only 50 years into the game. With the fact that the world is shattered in the way it is, really the Mongolian Empire shouldn't have too much of an issue invading. But then again, you never know, because we're starting to see some empires and kingdoms forming. I think that Darius is certainly under the control of one of these great conquerors. It's quite likely that we'll see a formation of Persia after this. Quite glorious indeed. Serbia, of course, is going strong with Sweden, Finnmark and Finland. Sweden, of course, naturally likes to gobble up Finland when it has the opportunity. Interestingly, no major formation of a nation in Central Europe and the United Kingdom. They're just kind of keeping quite divided at the moment. And there we go, Darius has split into two. We now have Persia and Darius. Persia immediately breaking down. Oh, this is a bit of a mess. I think maybe there were two great conquerors in there, and they've just decided to fracture the nation in two. Either that, or we had a very dodgy inheritance deal going on there. Abyssinia has arrived. You don't often see an Abyssinia in Crusader Kings 2, so it's nice to see this kind of stuff. Good lord. Anyway, who's your money on, ladies and gentlemen? We have Norway. Do you think that the world power will come from Europe? Do you think it will come from India, perhaps the Middle East, perhaps even Africa? Because at the moment, it could come from any direction. Oh my good lord, Darius is going very strong at the moment. This definitely has to be a great conqueror. And the Holy Roman Empire has formed. Nice to see. It's entirely possible when we have the world shattered in the way it is that the Holy Roman Empire just simply won't form. We have a Castile forming as well. They've managed to push all of the Muslims people out of there, and Castile is not just forming up in Spain, they're also forming up into France. This is quite interesting. They've also formed the nation of Hispania and have equally just had a civil war over it. God, you've got to love the lovely stable monarchies. There's a civil war going on in Norway at the moment. I think this is probably a prime opportunity to seize the throne. I don't know. I'm not the one in control. Anyway, Maghreb, Northern Africa, quite a lovely nation. They've got a lot of wealth behind them. Holy Roman Empire, though, it's certainly rather holy, but it's not really in Europe. And Hispania forms, and it takes over all of Scandinavia. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Is that Mongolia back? This is the 1400s. Why Mongolia back? Why have we got Egypt? This is... what a game. I've not seen some of these nations in a very long time. Rajasthan has a huge civil war there. The Tambasids. These great conquerors. Oh my god. They really shake up the game. CK2 often had this kind of issue where you'd play out your game and it would almost be a steamroll at one point or another, but this is definitely providing something to rival any player, any skill group player. There's once again a civil war in Hispania. This is a shame. All the great powers often having civil wars. Albion appears to have formed by the Scots nonetheless, although to be honest I think Hispania is much more powerful, and so even though you have Albion, yep, the Scotlands have just got independence. What a mess. Anyway, we've now actually moved on to the EU4 timeline. We're in the 1500s at the moment. We are powering through the years. We're going to ride this game right the way up to the 21st century. Scandinavia somehow inherits all of France and Hispania. I have no idea how that inheritance is fired. Castile breaks out from underneath Scandinavia. We then have another civil war, and all of the Hispanic lands go back to Castile, and Scandinavia is fractured in two. That is quite an interesting inheritance mess up that's gone over there. Mongolia is back once more. Mongolia, just stay defeated, okay? You don't need to come back. You can be free from this mess, okay? Please. Arabia is not looking that Arabian, really. They're pretty small. Maghreb still actually going strong. Some of the longest living nations here are, of course, the Holy Roman Empire and Kanem-Bornu. What? How have they managed to form that? That's pretty impressive. Hats off to you, AI. God, I must say. I'm not allowed to give you a review of Holy Fury yet, but I can say that I've had fun with the game. I've had a lot of fun. It certainly refilled the passion I had for Crusader Kings 2. It makes me want to play a few multiplayers of it. Shame the multiplayer is so unstable, but you know, I just love this game. Holy Roman Empire appears to be going on a crusade, actually, through the Ukraine at the moment. And don't even ask why, but Turkey's under the control of Scandinavians, as well as Crimea. Oh god, this Scandinavian empire, what a mess. And Hispania, in control of both Spain and France, puts them in quite a powerful position, yet for some reason they just don't want to enforce any controls. Oh, I love it. I love it. Honestly, this shattered world, the randomized world, it's so much fun. It shakes up the game a lot more. I'm having a great time with it. This huge empire of Zarkahid we have here, it just doesn't budge. Oh wait, actually no, we're saying that. The Holy Roman Empire just managed to take some provinces around northern Russia near Novgorod, and there we go, Zarkahid's starting to crumble up a bit. Looks like that great conqueror of theirs might have died or is no longer in control of the nation. The Holy Roman Empire, though, is actually starting to fragment. It would appear that due to kind of like some strange royal marriages going on, the border in Europe. Yeah, it would appear quite a lot of land there actually went to Scandinavia originally, meaning that for some reason Scandinavia has kind of webbed their royal family onto the thrones of most of Europe and is using it to steal land, which is of course one way to play Crusader Kings 2. It's nice to see the AI actually doing it. Iraq of course has formed up in the Middle East. Scandinavia is in control of some of the Holy Lands? What? They're in control of Ethiopia and Egypt? I suppose it is time for colonising. It is the 1800s, but still, we're in CK2. I'm just not used to seeing European colonisation of Africa in CK2. I must say, I love it. I absolutely love it. Transoxiana, a lovely nation. You don't often see it here in Crusader Kings 2, but here it is. It's out in full force. It's shattered the Zarkahid Empire, and we've got Holy Roman Empire pockets everywhere. This is, oh, what a mess of borders, but I love it. I absolutely love it. These messy borders are why I live for Paradox games, because there's a story behind each and every one. Good lord. I'm very happy to be back in Crusader Kings 2 if you guys can't tell, ladies and gentlemen. I suppose this is probably a time where I have a chat and sit down and explain to you some of the things happening with the channel, because you've made it this far and you've probably liked the video, you've left a lovely comment, and for that I salute you, good sir. It's lovely to have you here. Our community is growing quite well. We're almost at the 75k mark. I'm blown away by all of it. Thank you very much. It really does make my day, it makes my week, it makes my year, in fact. Ah, God, I love Crusader Kings 2. I love Paradox games, and I just love being able to do it on YouTube. And of course, in the last video I asked you to hit a like goal, and you did, and a comment goal as well, which means I'm going to be producing a full, complete guide to Hearts of Iron 4, just for you guys, well, and anyone else who wants to watch, and it is a complete guide, and it is going to set so many things right. I've seen too many YouTubers and streamers who haven't played Hearts of Iron 4 play the game, and then they're just shredded in the comment section. So I'm going to try and create a removal of the dick ripping Hearts of Iron 4 guide. Anyway, our time-lapse here is coming to an end. We're approaching the 2000 mark. Oh my god, we're approaching the new millennia. And this is Crusader Kings 2. Look at these superpowers. Look at these huge monolithic empires. All I can say is I'm moderately happy we don't have a world where the border is this bad, because certainly moving goods around would be a bit of a mess. Although to be fair, we would live in a world where no major world wars have happened. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please give the video a like. please give it a comment, why not, and I will see all of you in the next one. Maybe for some comedic Crusader Kings 2, who knows, because whilst I love time-lapses, comedy videos are incredible. Thank you for watching, I'll see you all in the next one.